To this day, I think about that shit when I'm
you wake up
asleep.
screaming.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, what do you do if the guy fell to his death?
You got to figure out how to get back down.
I want to say hi to Dan, man. This fucking guy, you know how to work the TikTok, Dan.
Cheers, bro. Cheers.
Here, Dan, take over the orgy.
Yeah, I don't know if I got anything to top that.
God,
I'm gonna keep
actually.
Yeah,
You know what they were?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ron.
Now Ron is.
Get your clean glasses.
Thank you. Clean glasses.
Wash
for
your hands
everybody.
first.
Yeah, wash your hands. Yeah, exactly. Wash your hands. Now Ron's a bartender. I like that you multitask.
I want to see if Adam's going to touch it.
He will.
Adam will. This is Dan.
Sorry, Adam.
Hi, y'all. How's it
Dan.
going? Thank you
And
for having me.
thanks for coming
Appreciate
on.
you guys.
Dan is
Appreciate you.
all day NYC on the TikTok.
TikTok machine.
I got on TikTok and I was just checking out people's shit, and especially New York shit. And I started following this motherfucker. He's like really, really good at this. And then
That's what he was saying.
And then it turns out that he knew who
Yeah,
I was.
I was a huge fan since
Somehow.
I was like 11, 12 years old. You know, I grew up in the Whip 'em Out Wednesday bumper sticker. I think I actually sent that out myself, and my dad put it on the car.
All right. And now he's got a better beard than me. He was listening to me when he was 11. And now he's got a better beard than me. But his stuff is so good. He live streams you live stream every day.
Yeah, I've been going hard lately. The holiday season's big in New York City.
Right.
There's a lot of people. I get a lot of followers on there that are either stuck at home or used to live in the city, have moved away, and they really like to see like a live look.
Right.
So I can kind of tune in. I take my bike around. I have a one wheel now that I've been playing around with. And just kind of, I do like it. It's a different stream because it's not on me. You know, I don't really show myself much, and I'm not really sitting there talking, but I'm talking as I'm
rolling through New
rolling
York.
through, and then whatever we see, we see. Sometimes I do have to,
you
pan
gotta-
the camera out the way because we see some crazy shit.
Oh, yeah.
But you got like a 2-camera shoot.
So the way I do it is I have different cameras that I bring with me. So I'll usually bring. I stream from my phone, so I stream from the iPhone, and then I'll usually bring a Insta360 camera with me.
Okay.
So I'll try to hold that in another hand or have it mounted to the bike or whatever, and then that can actually get like a full shot of everything around you while you're riding.
That's wild.
Because it has like 2 lenses on each side. It's taking like a full 360 like panorama, and then you can edit it afterwards.
Oh, so you can change the direction after.
Exactly. Yeah, you can do so many different things. Yeah, highly recommend it.
Now,
they don't pay me to say that.
Let's go way back. So like, how long have you been on TikTok?
So
how many followers do you have? What were you doing before TikTok? How much money do you make on TikTok?
So I've been on TikTok since 2020, the end of 2020.
So 3 years.
3 years now. I didn't start live streaming till March of 2021.
Okay.
I saw a few other people streaming. Looked like it was interesting. I said, hey, I think I could probably give this a shot. And I've been doing it since. I work full time. I do construction, stuff like that. Can't give up the whole exact, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I work with the hands during the day. And then at 5 o'clock, 5:30, I'm out. I'm out and about. Get home to the wife by 8. She's happy. Everybody's happy. We get to show the city every day. Yeah, it works. And I will say, you don't start making money till a little later on. Now I make a few bucks. It's a nice little side gig. You'll get gifts and stuff. What I've been doing now is during the holiday season, we try to give back. So I've been doing a bunch of give back stuff. So we've done some turkey trot things, some gifts.
Tell your wife how much you make?
Sometimes. She's rewarded nicely too. Otherwise, she won't let me play outside in the streets.
Yeah, right. Smart. You got to pay off the man.
But there are people on there that do hella amount of subs, like
stupid money.
Dude, and you got
big jumps and stuff.
Dude, you got people on there. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star's on there. This is a big makeup artist in the makeup industry. He's a trans individual, and he gets millions. Ron, you might want to look into that.
Listen up.
Does he want to type
Listen up.
It might work. Millions on his
making
birthday.
millions.
He had like a birthday stream, and they were just sending gift after gift.
Wow.
I think he made like $1 million in a day.
money?
I made $10 so far today.
You have to get 90 more. You owe me chicken. So
I made
careful, bud.
$10. Really?
Yeah.
How many followers do you have?
I'm almost at 700,000 now. Yeah. It's
And you started from nothing.
I started from zero.
Right on.
I
And
started
no one
from
knew who
zero.
you were.
Nobody knew who I was. I was always posting like interesting things on Instagram, funny shit, whatever. But I started doing this after 2020, you know, after being out. I was going outside every day.
Right.
Because everything was closed. You know, you can go get a little exercise outside. So I would take the bike out and I would just take photos everywhere. I started taking videos. And I thought, like, hey, you know what? This is actually interesting for everybody, including New Yorkers. Because a lot of times we go to work, we look down, we get on the train, we go home, and that's the end of it, you know? So kind of opened up my eyes.
I literally watch you every day.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
When I'm on the couch, because you're doing it like this time. And
yeah, this is my usual. Yep.
Kids are doing their homework. We're finishing up dinner. I check you out all the time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I live here, and you make the city so cool. And then you pick what frustrates me is when I have a good video, I'm trying to find that perfect song. You got the songs, bro.
Thank you.
Got the songs too.
Listen, man. I was loving your stream when you were doing the Opie Unleashed. Yeah. That was kicking me. I was laughing so hard at that.
But my problem is that I'm like seconds away from getting punched every time I do that.
No, I know that's the big problem. Streaming in the streets is a little different.
I'm kind of an OG when it comes to street videos. I was doing this way before TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube was relatively new, and I was already putting shit up online. And I was taking a lot of chances. And then then I got married, 2 kids, and my wife, she doesn't really tell me what to do, but she kind of hinted like, you're now a father. Maybe you want to chill out and not drink fucking booze with the homeless guy on the corner type shit.
Well, you can bring the classics now and put them on TikTok if you get the.
I've been finding some of the stuff. But
sometimes that stuff will go again, which is pretty cool.
I mean, some of the stuff I was doing, I went down into the Amtrak tunnels.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
We could do it right over. Have you ever been?
So I actually was over there the other day, and it looks like they had the one over here on 72nd is or 81st. I think that's the one. I think they cleaned it up.
Do you know how to get inside?
No, I saw a gate that used to be open. Okay, you got a whole nother secret. All right, don't tell everybody.
You got Santa Claus.
I'll tell you. You have to walk down the West Side Highway from here, 72nd Street. I'm not going to tell you how far. And then all of a sudden, there's what looks like kind of a pothole on the side of the road. The city has put garbage bags. I've heard through other people, they even put dog shit and everything else instead of fixing the hole. So
that's New York shit.
So you remove the garbage bags and there's a hole.
Leave the dog shit.
And then you have to do the slide of faith.
Oh shit.
Because I went with this guy, Moses Gates. He's like, you got to trust me now. I'm like, what? So we're on the side of the West Side Highway. He removes the bags. I see the hole, but you can't see shit.
Oh wow.
He goes, you got to do the slide of faith. Are you willing to do this? I'm like, all right. So I like there was barely any room. Like my nose was touching concrete, and I slid, and it was gravel that goes all the way down the tracks.
That's insane.
And then it's all lit up down there in that part.
Yeah,
in that part.
How the hell do you get out?
We walked all the way to the end.
Oh, okay.
All the way to Grant's Tomb.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's far.
Riverside Park.
It's Riverside Park, right? It's Riverside Park.
I live on Riverside Park.
They don't say it like that around here.
So.
Well, that's wild.
Then you're in the tunnel. We had flashlights. The graffiti down there is spectacular. Yeah. And then, the grates that let in the sunlight, it makes a perfect, how do I explain this, like display for graffiti art. And some of the pieces are amazing.
The way the sun's like hitting it.
The sun coming through. Cool. And that's the only thing that's lit up in that area. And then there's a beautiful piece on the wall.
Let's all go down there.
And then I went with a guy. He called out for the cat lady. Supposedly there's a cat lady down there. Oh, she lives up on a ledge. She wasn't home.
Oh man, I would have loved to see that.
Man, she's not home today. I'm like, home? What?
Is that where the mole people live too?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I've seen that documentary. Yeah,
the black and white one.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
There's a black and white documentary called Mole People.
Yeah.
And it's all about, I think it goes back to like the 80s, maybe?
Yeah.
And there were thousands of people that were living in those tunnels.
Right.
Thousands. And they had shit.
Didn't they try to get them housing at the end of that? Is that if I'm thinking of the right one?
Yeah, they did. But most of these people.
Maybe one guy took it.
Yeah, but most of these people are like, we're free down here. They
like it.
They pop up during the day. They work all day. And then as the sun's going down, they popped back into the tunnels. And they had a whole shanty town down there. Yeah. They had cable TV. They were breaking pipes so they could shower. You saw the documentary, right?
Yeah.
So, but they cleared it out a long, long time ago. So we walked, and we got out right around Grant's Tomb.
Wow, that's a far walk.
I know that I live right
Ron, get over here, Ron.
I'm coming back over.
Come on over, Ron.
I was down there and he touched it. No, stay.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the grates are like in the 80s, right? In the 80s in Riverside Park.
They're throughout the whole park.
I lived on 93rd in Riverside Park when I first moved here.
When we were walking in the tunnel, we were yelling up at people, and they're looking around.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Where's the voices coming from?
It's like an encampment.
Yeah, it's creepy down there, but it was cool as hell.
Yeah.
And then the coolest thing I did was I went to the top of the Chrysler building. I went into the Spire.
Outside?
Oh wow.
No, I went into the Spire.
Oh no.
So Moses Gates, he was like a legendary urban explorer, and what happened was he was putting out a book, and he got a hold of me. He's like, "Hey man, I want to come in and promote my book, but I want to show you some shit." I'm like, I'm game. So we did the Amtrak tunnel. We got all the way out at Grant's Tomb at the end. He goes, "You have time for one more?" The sun was setting. We get in a cab. He takes us to the Chrysler building. He's like, don't say a word. I'm just going to surprise you. I'm like, all right. We walk through the lobby. He talks to the desk people, and they let us right through. And then we take the elevator up. I don't remember how many floors. And all of a sudden, we got out of the elevators, and we ran around the corner to the stairwell. And then we climbed more stairs. And then we got into like a maintenance room. And at this point, I can say this shit now. He goes, "Could you wait down there?" I go, "Yeah, no problem." He had a bag of something, and he didn't want me to be a witness. I go, "Yeah, I'll wait for you." He goes, and then all of a sudden I hear him yell, "All right, let's go." So he obviously did something to get the door open. Now we're in the boiler room with these tiny red ladders that went straight up. They were like maybe 2 feet across, and you'd go up about 20, 25 feet, and then there'd be a little wooden platform, then another set of ladder, I should say, red ladders, and we went all the way to the top of the Spire, as far as you could go.
That's sick.
And the crawl space was no more than your arms stretched out.
Yeah.
You could touch all the walls, and we were peeking out the little windows.
So
the last window you see in all those pictures, we were in that spot.
Oh, that's
Wow.
And all the windows are broken up there and all sorts of shit. And I'm sitting there like, we're so going to get arrested.
Yeah,
And I'm sitting there like, why isn't nobody in this boiler room in this maintenance area? No one notices that we're climbing up these fucking ladders. I guess there was no security cameras.
no cameras then, yeah.
And he went up there a bunch of times. He would take people up there.
And he never got arrested? Because if you get arrested for that, they will kick your ass in jail.
Yeah.
You're in for what?
Yeah, they'll give you a
I was
physical-
climbing.
You know
I was
what?
climbing.
I got to adjust that. He did finally get arrested.
Oh, shit.
Oh, thank God.
And he wrote me. He's like, "Dude, bad news. If anyone calls you, you don't know shit." But this was like a year or so later. So what he did, this is the brilliance of urban explorers. He found a dentist in the Chrysler building and made appointments. So that's how he got in the building, because he doesn't have a business or anything in there. So he would go in for his dentist appointment at the front desk that day. He's like, "Hi, I'm Moses," whatever name he was using. And I got a dentist appointment. I'm like, "Go ahead, man." And then next thing you know, we're running around the corner into the stairwell. We also went to the gargoyle.
Oh shit! On the edge.
The infamous gargoyles that have been in movies and stuff. So he also knew that there was office space there that was completely vacant that led to an old observation deck.
Wow.
So we popped up. There was windows that opened only from the top. So we like popped up and kind of fell onto the observation deck. Now we're out there. There's no railing because this thing was closed, God knows, 50, 60 years ago. And that's where the gargoyles are.
Yeah.
And then this motherfucker in front of me decides he has to climb out onto one.
You have to. One of you has to.
Yeah. And I swear, I've told this story many times.
Suicide.
But, I saw it's metal. The gargoyles are kind of that slippery metal.
Yeah.
So he's crawling on all fours. And now he has to turn around to get back to me. And I saw the foot kind of get a little, just a little.
That'll get you
going.
And to this day, I think about that shit when I'm
you wake
falling
up
asleep.
screaming.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, what do you do if the guy fell to his death?
You got to figure out how to get back down.
Dude, how much trouble would you have been in?
I don't know.
It's a homicide now. It's a murder. Like,
No.
but like you fall down, you probably killed somebody else on the ground.
Oh, he's right. You
But
should have killed yourself.
He crawled out to the edge. He didn't wimp out. He crawled out as far as you can, and then stood up and put his hands up.
That's crazy.
What's the coolest thing you've seen wandering around in New York? And I know the one The what is it called? The Park Avenue Tunnel.
Oh yeah, they just opened it again. Yeah, that was really really cool. The Park
But it
Avenue.
looked like you went in it when it was still closed.
Yeah, so I have
Can you
another.
explain the Park Avenue Tunnel? Sorry.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so the Park Avenue Tunnel, I believe, was closed in 2019. I met a guy who takes his piano around, and he does this piano thing all over New York.
Right.
So he's like, "Hey man, come through one day. We'll get a video, whatever." By the way, if you go over there, that tunnel's wide open. It just has a bunch of cones, but you can go by it. And I was like, "Oh, really?" So I'm on
They
the
don't
bike.
stop you?
There's nobody there, no cops, nothing. They had like a security car, but it wasn't one of those like real.
Well, there's no cops in New York anymore.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Yeah, you just go right through. The Uber guys were using it. The Uber Eats guys.
Oh, really?
Because it was like a little express for them to get over that way.
Like it was the Gaza Strip. I saw that documentary. The pizza guys go
Wild.
back and forth between Israel and
Yeah, it's
Palestine.
wild.
Is pizza any good?
It has to be, I think.
You know it's kosher.
But they use the tunnels to deliver food back and forth between
All right.
Israel and the Gaza Strip. But anyway.
But yeah, so I went in there and it's just well, there was a lot of graffiti, a lot of cool looking graffiti, but also you could tell people were living in there. So there was definitely some feces on the ground, some things like that.
Right.
There was there might have been somebody sleeping on the stairs. You know, I don't know. I didn't really want to investigate too hard on that, but I got a few videos of it. And ended up posting it this week because I went by there the other day and I just saw a car coming. I was going to go in it.
Right.
And I saw a car coming out and I'm like, oh shit, good thing I didn't fucking go
They
in
reopened it.
Yeah, they reopened it.
But what's badass about this tunnel, it's completely filled with graffiti.
Yeah, completely filled
Almost
with graffiti.
every-
They got like fans on the top. It looks like some like Ninja Turtles.
It
type
looks
shit.
so
Yeah,
it
very
looks
cool.
so cool.
Very
It looks
cool.
like old school New York.
Yes, yes.
back in the day.
Yes, for sure.
Was that one of the coolest things you got to do? Or?
That was pretty cool.
Oh.
Recently, I saw a video of this guy feeding raccoons in Central Park. I'm not talking about 5,
I did that.
10. Have you done it?
Yeah.
The guy over by the
yeah.
lake over there? Dude, 60.
60 raccoons.
60
The
raccoons.
guy's
He's been there for 20 years.
The guy's been feeding raccoons for like 20 years. So at this point, when the sun goes down, the raccoons know where to go to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And they go there, and the guy brings a shitload of feed.
Peanuts, everything. Yeah,
Right.
cat food. He said that one of the raccoons, he's been doing it for so long, one of them, the mother, grew up. She's 20 years. She's going to be 20 years old in February.
Wow.
A raccoon in the wild usually lives 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just like in New York City, you meet the most random.
Yeah.
That's that guy. That's what he does. He's the raccoon feeder at 5 o'clock and or when the sun goes down.
Every once in a while, I'll go check him out, and he's just talking to whoever wants to talk.
Yeah. He loves
and
it.
he's just throwing peanuts over his shoulder.
Very nice guy.
I never saw 6. I saw one time maybe close to a dozen, maybe 12 to 15.
When I was there the other day, it was like
That's
30.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah, he says there's 60, which I
believe it.
Yeah.
Because they all know to go there
Yeah.
to eat.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the city hasn't shut him down because it's just so cool. And
I guess
so
it's been
New
going on
York.
for so long. I think a lot of the people
Yeah.
that work there are kind of
They're
let it
very
fly.
smart animals.
They are. They
We
are.
have a problem.
Yeah.
We have a problem at Bohemian Beer Garden where I work.
Mm.
They actually come down the trees and try to take the food off the picnic table.
Oh no way!
Like they'll come halfway down and literally go like that. Yeah, we had to
with
call
their
them-
little hands.
Yeah, with their
they
little
scoop it up.
with their little hand.
Wild.
I asked one to touch
Their
it,
little
but he
human
wouldn't.
hands.
Yeah.
I asked one to touch
they're
it,
freaky.
but,
They're freaky.
The raccoon
No,
said,
no,
the
no,
raccoon
no,
said, no, I don't go that way.
never.
You fucking
I wouldn't do
thing.
that.
You know, there's been so many things. Yeah, I'm sure we probably run into so many of the same things over the years because in New York City, there's a lot of
There's always
people
something.
that are characters that have just been
Right.
doing these things forever. You know,
Well,
you got
that's-
the pigeon guys, the pigeon ladies.
That's
all these
my
different
thing.
people,
It's
yeah.
like running into the
Yeah,
the crazies.
yeah. Something's a little.
Well, I used to film a guy, and Matt knows him. This guy, homeless guy that literally lived under that scaffolding for a while. Major heroin addict. I saw him throw a chair through a window on Broadway. They never arrested him. I used to film him dancing in the streets. He would talk about Satan being my N. It's one of my famous videos. Satan is
Wow.
my N.
Yeah.
I'll say it that way. And now the guy's cleaned up
Oh
No.
shit!
and wearing better clothes than me.
Cleaned up ish. I saw him the other day. I think I texted you. I saw him. He was not clean, but he was trying. He had a sport coat on,
Right.
But he had his little baggy head thing on. But he was
He's
standing
trying.
in the middle of a puddle, trying
Okay.
to get through it.
All right, no, he's not
trying
clean
to get
again.
through it. But I could see how he was trying.
Yeah, no, this
He was
guy
really trying to
was
get clean.
as bad as it gets. And then I came into the city this summer for his 10th anniversary party for his other joint, just called Beer Culture. And And I saw him walking the streets, like totally cleaned up with a coffee. Wow. He's shaking a little bit, he's trying to hang on. But now it sounds like he slipped a little.
I mean, it's tough. I'm 85% sure it was him.
Yeah.
We saw him so long during
If
COVID.
he's shaking, drinking coffee, he should probably switch to decaf, no?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
What's wild is some of the, you see these people for 20 years, 30 years, and they survive every day. There's a guy on over by Zabar's over there. Can't talk to him. I don't know what he speaks, but he's just out there just ripping up garbage every day. You feel bad. You want to help him out, but you can't.
Is he the guy with the wild black hair?
Yes. You know him.
Well, he's famous.
Yeah.
And he wears Mets shit.
Yep.
So this guy was on the front page of the New York papers because he took a dump in the middle of the road, and that was the front page of the papers. And then you're like, oh, they finally got
what's going on in the news.
I'm trying to remember the exact story, but it was something like that.
No, that was it. I think it was on the Post.
Yeah, and he was on the front page.
How did they spell?
But he was terrorizing the whole neighborhood, like he was really aggressive and scaring everybody all the time. And people were like, "What? This guy's got to go." So he's finally on the front page of the paper because he took a dump in the middle of Broadway during the day with kids and mothers going by. Sure enough, 10 days later, he was right back in his spot.
Yeah.
Right back.
I mean, they think that that's going to get him, removed from there or something. But in the end, when everybody reads that, they're all like, "Yeah,
right."
I mean, it's entertainment.
Of course.
Oh yeah. So, well, that's why they put it. Yeah.
Most homeless guys don't bother me. I'm not scared of them, but this one I was.
Yeah.
He was.
He's one I.
It has to be the same guy.
I'll go
near the church over there.
Yeah, right by the church. Yeah, it's definitely the same guy. Oh yeah,
Have you ever been in that church?
I haven't. No. Nice.
Well, it's
went in there,
huh?
You're talking about the church on the
79th?
It's on around 79.
79th,
yeah. I walked in
right on Broadway.
I walked in during one of my live streams, and they were having Korean service. That really shocked the hell out of me.
That's funny.
I'm expecting to see I don't know.
You never know.
And I walked in. I'm like, what the hell? I walked into like an alternative universe.
How do you know it was Korean though? Oh, because of the people. I don't know. Maybe because they're saying it in the language. I don't know.
He likes detail.
It was actually Thai, but they don't share.
No, I don't know.
You can tell by the haircuts.
No.
Now.
Careful.
You want to wrap this one up?
I don't know. I don't want to keep talking.
You don't want to keep talking?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, man, I like it.
Well, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to run out.
All right, Dan. Thank you,
Thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon. We'll do something again.
Let's climb a building or something.
Yeah. Oh, I'm always down to climb a building.
We're here every Tuesday. I'll take you into the tunnels.
All right, cool. Yeah.
If
you're here every Tuesday,
You have to do the slide for. Imagine
I'll smell it.
That reminds me. I've seen like a video of like those crazy dudes that do like the rock, like they go inside the rocks and they're just kind of like
fuck that,
talk about
man.
claustrophobia.
No,
but when you were saying that, that's what I kind of thought of. It bugged me out.
You don't want one more?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna run. I got to go to this Nick game. Gonna meet some friends.
nice to
very
meet
nice
you.
to meet you, bro. I'll catch up with you guys. I got a one wheel.
What's that?
And a bike, a bicycle.
Who are the next player?
Hornets. It's like that tournament thing tonight.
Oh,
I mean, I haven't.
Are you a basketball fan?
I have Patrick Ewing tattooed on my back.
Oh
Let's
my
see it.
god!
Can I see it?
Of course.
Can we see it?
He's got Patrick Ewing tattooed on his back. Patrick
Before I
Ewing.
go.
Patrick never won us a
Grand
championship.
Really?
He never won us a championship.
Pull it up. There's Ninja Turtles over there.
Shit!
Oh, he's not kidding around.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus!
Yeah. Wait, from Brooklyn or
Here,
something?
back up to the camera this way, towards me.
Oh yeah.
Holy
Wow, nice.
You ain't fucking around, bro.
Yo, if you were shirtless in Boston, you wouldn't make it.
Wait, you want to see one more?
I don't know. Yes! Oh, I already did it. Move closer. Let me get this on. That's bad.
Right on.
Nice.
Pretty good.
It's a mix of New York and just random shit.
See, I'm
awesome. All right, guys.
Good seeing you, Dad.
Yes,
Take care,
good to see you guys too. Thanks for having me. We'll be in touch.
Always.
Dan, cool guy, huh?
Dan's all
There you
right.
go.
Dan's good.
He can do
Dan's
stuff.
good people. I'm fascinated by people that I mean, the guy came from nowhere, and he has 700,000 followers. Craig is saying Greg Hughes, that's me. Artie Lang, that's Ron the waiter, and Matt Damon. You get Matt Damon out of that. All right.
I
That's
don't
not
know.
bad.
By the way, that is
That's not bad.
that is not the first time I've
guy's
been,
an
I've been
asshole.
called
We-
Artie Lang.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Once I got connected to you, the name Artie Lang is being thrown out at me.
Can I fuck up your nose?
No. Well, it's already fucked up.
Not like
You
no,
might
no,
fix it. You might fix it. Be
no,
careful.
because of
Don't
Artie.
hit him. You might fix it.
Wait, what's wrong with? Oh yeah, he has a fucked up nose. Yeah, it's gross.
Well, I don't know.
Which guy?
People haven't seen
Artie.
him much lately, but
Is that from the? Was that always like that? Or was that?
Yeah, you can just guess what it's
I
from.
understand.
Ron.
I got it.
It looks like he's constantly pressed up against a window.
Yeah, it looks like it went a few rounds. Yeah.
Funny guy though, man. Funny guy.
Yep.
Funny guy.
I just saw him in a movie. God damn it! Was he in the movie Elf?
Yes, he was.
Yes,
He was
damn
Santa,
it, that was him.
He was Santa.
He played
Claus.
the fucking grumpy Santa.
He was Santa Claus.
And then
in Elf.
Will Ferrell's like, "You're not Santa!"
Right.
And then they go at it. I
Right.
literally just watched that like yesterday. I'm like, "Fuck, that's Artie Lang. That's a good-looking, clean, thin, young Artie Lang."
Do you watch Christmas movies, Matt?
Elf.
No, I never saw Elf.
Artie Lang's in
My
it.
kid's too young for that crap. So
It was like the
You're
original
about
cast.
to. You're
Yeah.
about to be in it. We watched
soon.
Elf like 2 times. This
Wait a
season.
minute.
check back in 4 or 5 years.
How old your child?
She's 20 months. She's almost 2.
Oh, that's
just
she wouldn't
for
understand.
folks who can't.
No,
do
but
the
I was
math.
like,
Wait, we're almost up to 2 already.
She'll be 2 in March, and then I'll have a newborn in May.
Yes.
How about that? Jeepers.
and you know it's a
A
boy.
boy.
You already
Well,
know that.
I
yeah.
know. As far
He knows it's a baby.
Yeah.
I know it's a
Are
baby.
you happy that it's a boy? I'm sure you are.
We're done now.
That
You
means
can
you're-
relax.
Yeah. That means you got your boy. Yeah. Did you? Yeah.
My wife keeps saying it's time to cut the balls, and I wonder if she thinks that's what they do. Cut the balls.
That's what she thinks.
I don't know, but I see we're going. Like we said last time, we're going to Thailand. Like maybe they can cut the balls. It's like they can cut the balls.
Probably
in Thailand,
cheaper
yeah.
over there.
It's definitely cheaper. But can you explain, hon? Can you explain to them that I just want a vasectomy?
Nothing else.
Just a vasectomy. What this? Cut the balls. Cut the balls. Yeah, he said cut balls. And then, so maybe I won't do it.
I
might
wouldn't
something
do
else.
it there.
I'll do something cosmetic just for fun.
I hope that's not
You know?
racist, but I don't know
What
if
do
you
you mean
should do anything.
cosmetic?
Stretch them
fun.
out or something.
Oh.
I don't know.
Like
You do
Botox
something.
or something?
Right?
Get out the
Gotta do
wrinkles.
something cool.
Make them
while
look
you're over
tight and fresh.
there. Yeah.
Are we
Put
gonna?
on your cool glasses and let's go
Why
home.
don't you take something off?
Are those considered like nice glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Forget about it.
No, are they? I can't.
If you don't know them, they're awesome.
Yeah, Ron, you're.
I'm a white trash lowlife. Dude.
You're
I don't have a
definitely-
driver's
yeah,
license.
yeah.
What the fuck? I don't even have.
I don't even know what sunglasses are. I'm Ron, the waiter.
Ron, you're gonna have to sleep with a lot more guys against sunglasses like that.
These are a lot of dudes.
All right, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Bye now.